Amongst the hundreds of Chaos Space Marine warbands, none are as savage or as bloodthirsty as the Butcherhorde. No sort of negotiation can save a world from the clutches of this frenzied band of coordinate berserkers. Their appearance is a guaranteed war of attrition that will only end after every river runs red with blood and the entrails of the populace cover the streets. Surprisingly, the warband is led by one of the most sadistic Chaos Space Marines, Karn the Betrayer. The band came together during the invasion of the Diamor system. Multiple coalitions of the once proud World Eater Trader legions were rallied together by the schemes of Abaddon the Despoiler. The Chaos forces were confronted by the valiant Blood Angels chapter, and seeking to collect the head of the most worthy son of Sanguinius, Karn the Betrayer separated from the rest of the invasion force and assaulted the planet of Amathal. Karn's intentions weren't to forge a vast army of conquest to aid him in this quest. In his mind, all those who needed others to fight in their battles were weaklings and undeserving of victory. The truth was that the Betrayer's brutal deeds and legend had spread through the ranks of the Chaos forces like ripples upon the surface of a blood pool. So spectacular was the carnage that he created, so monstrous the butchery of his passing, that Karn's faithful were drawn in his wake. At first Karn fought alone, then at the head of a warband of coordinate berserkers. The slaughter that they caused on the planet weakened the barrier between the immaterium and the material realm so much that the Blood Angels were forced to call for aid from the demon-hunting Grey Knights chapter. After slaughtering his way across the sundered reach, the Betrayer had found himself the master of a murderous army. By the time he had exterminated all life on the Pandora colonies, a whole fleet of spike-prowed warships were in his command. Their holds crammed with maniacs, murderers, and hellish war engines. This was not power that Karn had sought, but neither did he cast it aside. Like any true servant of Karn, the Betrayer knew a deadly weapon when he saw one. If it was the Blood God's will that he wield this mighty implement of death, then who was he to question it? And this is how the Butcherhorde came to be. A terrifying engine of war. Great masses of coordinate berserkers formed its thundering heart, the warriors from dozens of distant warbands drawn together in the name of unholy murder. Only the overriding will of the Betrayer kept these psychotic hordes from killing each other. And even then, berserker blood was still spilled every single day. Karn cared nothing for the lives of his followers, and so did nothing to intercede. So long as they were strong enough to murder the enemy, it mattered nothing to him if the weak were weeded out by the strong in the meantime. Every warrior slain was just another skull for the Skull Throne. Though the berserkers of Karn's horde followed him as an avatar of the Blood God's will, many amongst their ranks saw him as both a hated rival and the ultimate skull to claim in order to win Karn's favor. Such was the way for the Blood God's servants. It was a rare day that the Berserker did not have to strike down a handful of his own followers as a result of their frenzied attempts on his life. Many more servants of the Blood God followed in Karn's wake, lending their strength and numbers to the Butcherhorde. Seething masses of Chaos cultists screamed praise to Karn as they followed their demigod of slaughter into battle. Demon princes led their own bands of followers to war in the Betrayer's name, bringing with them rumbling battle tanks and deranged hellbrutes that lent the horde heavy firepower. Most terrifying of all were the massed demon engines of the Butcherhorde. Amongst the packs of prowling mauler fiends and defilers towered super-heavy abominations such as the scuttling brass scorpions and the Lord of Skulls. Driven by the caged fury of Karn's most powerful demons, these engines of annihilation were nearly as deadly as the Betrayer himself. After amassing such an impressive army, Karn launched a campaign known as the Torrent War against the Factorums of the Imperial world of Ulsa. During the conflict, his mighty chain axe, Gorechild, became jammed in the hull of an Adeptus Mechanicus war machine, and his plasma pistol fractured from overuse. The Betrayer turned the sharp edges and hard surfaces of the Factorum to his own violent ends, impaling screaming Imperial guardsmen on grinding gears, or flaying the skins from their faces by pressing them on howling conveyors. Such was the carnage that the enormous Manufactorum ground to a halt, its workings clogged with the mangled remains of over 1,000 pulverized corpses. The most current conflict the Butcherhorde has been a part of was the invasion of Tazdrak, where the Alpha Legion faced competition from Karn and his army, who were attempting to slaughter the Psyker, providing a beacon of hope for the surrounding region during the Great Night. When a contingent of the Imperial Fist Astartes arrived on the planet to aid the beleaguered defenders, Saint Celestine also appeared from the warp to aid during this crucial fight against the Butcherhorde. She secured the Psyker and valiantly faced Karn the Betrayer, but was defeated and slain by the vicious coordinate Berserker in battle. The Butcherhorde has become so large that it has absorbed many of the other coordinate Berserker warbands, such as the Wrathful Dead, the Sons of Slaughter, the Oblivion Butchers, the Life Slayers, Forge of Hate, the Endless Murder, Bloody Path, the Black Feasts, and Angron's Fury. The only other Coronet warband that has remained autonomous from the Butcherhorde is the Eights Guard. The Chaos Space Marine warband, known as the Eights Guard, is a fanatically unhinged Coronet Demonkin group that believes itself to be the only true disciples of the Blood God. This claim is reinforced by the warband's sadistic and violent history. Like most Coronet Berserkers, the Eights Guard doesn't know or even care about their origins. They would much rather shout about their gory achievements while hacking away at whoever is unlucky enough to be in front of them. The name of the warband derives from the rituals each member must undertake in order to be inducted into the group. Each traitor must prove their battle prowess during 8 battles. A bloodthirster of the 3rd rank, named Gakarax, sits ever in judgment of the worshippers of Khorne. If he approves of a warrior's efforts, then at the battle's end, he reaches through the veil to carve a vivid scar in the warrior's flesh. One by one, these bloody wounds form runes of Khorne, marking the warrior as worthy to fight alongside the demon's cohort. Should an aspirant ever fail to earn his scar, he would gladly fall upon his own roaring chainblade as an act of penance. The sheer zealotry of the Eights Guard draws many Coronet Berserkers to their banner, for this level of fanaticism echoes their own. Their devotion is so strong, they can draw Gakarax followers through the veil with ease, and have fought in the demigod's shadow on many occasions. For example, on the planet of Skardafell, while the White Scar's 3rd Company fought a guerrilla war with the war hosts of Craftworld Ulthwé, into the conflict plunged the Coronet Demonkins of the Eights Guard. Among the Fire Swamps, the warband brought forth half of their chosen demons in a single day, the Khorne worshippers slaughtered with abandon. Many years later, the Eights Guard fought alongside the Wrath upon the Tau colony world of Shaunash. The aliens fought bravely, deploying incredible technologies to blast great holes in the Coronet ranks, yet the Tau were still outnumbered, and despite their heroism, they were overrun. Crazed with battle lust, the 2 demonkin hosts then fell upon one another, battling in frenzy until both almost were wiped out. This warband has even been led by the bloodthirster Gakarax himself, leading the Eights Guards and the Skullsworn against the Imperial Fortress world of Elmarid. The Demonkin faced elements of the Imperial Fist and the Raven Guard, reinforced by several regiments of Tempestus Scions. The war was long and bloody, but one by one the Demonkin reconsecrated the planet's furnace temples in bloody ceremonies of ritual sacrifice. As the last shrine fell, Elmarid was dragged whole into the warp, claimed by Khorne as a new demon world. And those were 2 of the worst Coronet warbands that have plagued the galaxy. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any suggestions for any other Chaos warbands, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you guys enjoy our content, it is because of our patrons. If you guys want to support us, the link is down in the description. It's just $1 a month, and with that $1, we can create more videos for you guys. But thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. This was Gershwan with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.
Always used to put my freedom first.